some good old intro. And during my last, like, sort of binge of playing through most of the chapters of this game, I came to the realization, oh hey, the depository henceforth didn't actually record itself. So now I get, wait, no, I think it's the archives section. Didn't record itself. So now,
Could you say that the archives are incomplete?
yes, the archives were not archived. So this is my least favorite part of the game. So the only reason that I even considered going back to record this is because Joe and Alex here are gonna watch over it, and they're just gonna add in some extra commentary while I freak out. Isn't that fun, guys? That's
Wow.
fun. Yeah. Let's go.
You gotta love that,
The
like,
underground
child,
repository
like
was
those
a
child
frightening
shows
place, and
that
I
they
had
talk to
no
the
idea
audience,
where or
but
what
there's
to
no
search.
response, there's just
But I
awkward
refused to
silence.
I
think
was
that
talking to
all my
you,
efforts
Alex.
would come to
Oh,
nothing.
well. I mean, same thing goes with me. I just provide awkward silence.
I need to go get food. I'm very hungry.
Wait, no, this isn't where I'm supposed to be.
Look at that gun.
What? What?
Look at that gun.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, is that a troll?
Yeah, it's a yeah. This is not the right
Wow.
chapter. Yeah, you can't kill those things. Well, I mean you can, but they aren't very easy to kill. So I was right. It is the depository.
And it's a troll. Just put a bunch of shells in its head.
You see,
Now that kills pretty much everything.
I wish you could kill them. That
Except
easily.
Corona-chan. Corona-chan will take us all.
Okay, so depository. Here we go.
I was alone again, and soon I would look into the eyes of fear, literally.
Joe's the one who suggested this, and then he's the first one to leave. God damn it.
Okay, you know?
Look at that ugly motherfucker.
Ooh, he thick.
Why would you do that?
We've had this conversation. Most of the things I say are just completely random.
No, I just wasted that. I gotta remember what my keybinds are.
Just eat.
No. What is my... Here we go.
Is that lighter supposed to look like a bullet? Like
It
a bullet
is.
casing?
I've shown you, it's like mine.
I just realized that I was like in a bullet casing. What the hell?
RPGs. Fuck you.
So it's like the technology, like steampunk vibe about it?
It's
That's
like
what I'm
20
getting
it's,
from
it. So the war supposedly happened in like 2013. So like the technology is like end of the Soviet era sort of
Well,
stuff.
right, but it's not like you have normal guns. There's like all these like modifications that make
Well,
it
that's
seem
because
really
that's because there's
steampunk.
no that's because you can't find the normal guns. They've been living in the metros for the past 20 years. So they don't have. He's above us.
Couldn't you just dig a tunnel to other places?
They don't have the drills or anything to do that.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, there's other ways.
Something I've got to complain about is like there's a decent amount of like blowing up.
Are those
Blowing up
supposed to be like
tunnels for like
irradiated gorillas?
they're librarians.
What? It seemed like irradiated gorillas because the way they walk is very much like a gorilla. Or a chimpanzee or anything. I'm just comparing them gorilla for how big they are.
Yeah, I mean they're librarians. That's just kind of what they are.
What, like librarians that turn that way? Or
That's what we call them, librarians.
that's weird. not have very good senses.
No, you see, the thing is, they know I'm here.
But they can't sense you 2 feet away.
Loot. Ain't that fun. Yee. Poor RTO. He didn't sign up for this.
You know what I want to know is I want to know what dinosaurs actually sounded like. Because, like, size doesn't always match the sound you make. So I'm kind of just curious, like,
All I'm
like
saying
I feel like
Herda doesn't
herbivores.
remain in fossils, so we have no proof to say that they didn't have bangs.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, just gonna skip right past that one. Yeah, it's just like it would make sense for a herbivore to have a, you know, like a pretty terrifying roar, right? Because it could scare off predators. And smaller predators, I think, would have a pretty terrifying roar too to scare off bigger predators,
This is
or
where shit
you know,
hits
like
the fan,
to
Alexander.
kind of show that they can protect themselves.
This is where shit hits the fan.
Well, he just jumped down, even though you were literally running right in behind him.
No. No place. No, you stay back. Demon. So Alex, part of the reason that happened was because I sprinted through that place quicker than I was really supposed to. I was kind of supposed to move through there a little bit slower, but because I hate this area.
What do you hate about it? It seems pretty simple.
It's cause they're fucking terrifying, and if they one-shot you pretty much. If they touch you, you're dead. It's less terrifying now that I've gone through it the first time. But before, when I hadn't played this in a little while and I didn't remember where all the jump scares were.
See, this is what surprises me is that one video I got spooked that one point. But like when I watch horror movies and stuff, I rarely ever get scared. I'm watching you and I haven't like jumped or gotten even remotely scared at all. But if I were put into this game, I'd be freaking out.
Well, also, something to keep in mind is part of like this is like I was saying before. I've gone through this level before, so I'm evading the pieces that probably caused me the most.
Well, right, but like the arm
upset.
reaching out of the wall, like out of nowhere too. Like I didn't even react to that.
Well, I mean, that's because I didn't walk straight into it. I walked forwards because I thought maybe I could juke it.
But yeah, if I were playing this game, I'd freak the fuck out.
Are you enjoying your meal there?
How the spider would whatever.
Oh, you haven't seen the spiders yet.
Well, I wasn't regarding the size. The size is, you know, rather small.
Is your
Oh yeah,
question-
I like in My Hero. Yeah, like that Class B is holding that play that's Prisoner of
Yeah.
Azkaban, Return of the King, and whatever else combined. I was like, alright, it's just the ultimate nerd play then. And sure enough, they're saying nerd play. I was like, oh fuck yeah, Return of the King. More Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's not loud.
You know, honestly, I kind of wish I had remembered that this wasn't like when I played through this the first time. It was so much more spooky because I couldn't remember where everything was.
Spooky Duke.
I didn't mean to turn on my flashlight there. That was bad. That was very bad.
He's just outside the door. There are librarians running around in Lego City.
Hey.
You know what he reminds me of? That no name guy in
No Moon.
Spirited Away.
Oh.
Or No Face. Is it No Face or No Man? No Face or No Name. What does he say his name? I don't remember. Maybe it's No Face. Oh, whatever. Did I mention? I'm pretty sure I mentioned the fact that my physics professor is a Studio Ghibli fan. But did I mention that on our tests on Friday he had a My Hero in the test? Why is it not going after you?
I don't think it's seen me yet.
What?
Hang on. This is the actual light level of the area.
Still. Excuse me.
I think
What?
it knows. Yeah, it definitely knows.
Yeah. But it didn't know when I was standing 2 inches from you. Gotcha. Gotta say, the level design of these games seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty dynamic, especially compared to freaking Man Warband that you're playing yesterday, although that was made in 2010, so.
Well, also there's the different types of game. For example, I think
That's
let's say,
true, yeah.
I mean, Warband is supposed to be a much longer sort of type of game, while this one, I think it's like 20 hours of gameplay. So this is the fuck me part. See, that's a sleepy boy.
I'm probably gonna grab Fallen Order just so I can play it.
Wait for it to go on sale.
Yes, but then I won't be able to play it till fucking
When you've
November.
got that massive open spot. If you
So
really
wait till
want to play it, I'll just give you my Steam
November.
stuff and you can try it there. I really don't want you. I mean, I don't think the game's worth what. I don't think it's worth $60. It was an
My
enjoyable
dad will be
game,
at
but
work. My dad will be at work. I could ask him if I can just play it on his computer.
oh yeah.
He'll be at work. Yeah, sure. I can probably do that instead. Because I think he's already done with it, so.
So something I guess I should probably tell you about this game, Alex, is that the currency is military grade bullets. So like, yeah, there we go. So I can technically load those bullets into my gun that I've got here. And they're like armor penetration, high explosive incendiary rounds, something like that. They're really powerful bullets. I'm gonna need this. Thanks, friend. And so you gotta be careful, cause you might accidentally load those into your magazine. So if I hold R with this type of gun equipped, it'll load them in. Not exactly something you'd want to have happen. Unless maybe you're fighting these guys, in which case it would probably be helpful. But I'm trying to avoid fighting them, because I don't want to die.
I'm pretty happy my molecular genetics class, the test got pushed back.
Now remember, we've been trying to be sneaky and stealthy this whole time, right? So this is the accumulation of everything. We finally might have found a way to find information to stop the Dark Ones who have been threatening and like nearly destroying RTM's home station, which he's grown up in.
What
right?
the hell is the Dark Ones?
These tall ones. And now here goes RTM, who's just like,
Are you kidding me?
I was supposed to be quiet this whole time.
He's just throwing shit on the ground, just raking. Oh
again. So by the way, we're looking for a Miso Silo D6. Okay, and get ready for this one.
Why are you looking for
get ready
Silo?
to kill off the Dark One nest. Oh, what do you know? It's in the slot titled D6.
No, I was just talking about how this level design seems pretty cool, and now they throw this in. No.
Honestly, I get RTM being a little like upset about it, like that he was struggling to find it, because I mean,
I had found the D6
everyone he presumably knows his entire mission on doing this kind of hinged on his station being able to survive, or other way around. And being unable to find it, I guess, sort of drove him mental. Plus, you know, this dude's been through some stuff. Someone his age shouldn't have had to go through.
I feel like my sister has an ice skating competition or something today, because both my parents are.
Here we go, Alex. Freedom.
Haven't responded yet. Roar. Epic.
Oh, where you going, my man? I'll take you there for 50 bullets.
Hey, Pavel. How you doing?
So you made it, Artyom. I had my doubts, to be honest. Did you find anything? Okay, saddle up. По коням, ребята.
So,
where are you going? To church.
here's my biggest issue.
Help us find you. I still don't know how you did it.
How are 3 grown men who are geared up in, like 2 of them are geared up in like ballistic suits, right? Made of scrap and other armor bits, and then there's me. How are 3 grown men fitting in this?
Well, hey, my dad's gonna let me play it on his computer.
Neato.
He's just gonna set up a profile for me on his computer because, like, you know how to run PCs, so it's
And
fine.
so far the only human outpost open. Sparta's outdoor base.
So what bums me out is when I was recording this earlier, when I was recording this initially, I got to the part where it was before I entered the library there, and what more or less happened was I made some really bad economic decisions. So I had 4 bullets or so when I left, and like no gas masks. I was like, well, that's not good. So I went back and played through a couple chapters and made sure I had a decent amount of bullets left over, right? You know, selling stuff, following a guide to make sure I did. Well, I come here and I'm like, oh, I'll be able to afford stuff. Except for, wait a minute. You get here, okay? Oh, yeah, you could just trade in everything that's in here. You don't even need to like pay for it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, great. Just what I wanted. Yeah, so I gotta get some good old. And I'm gonna make sure on something real quick. I'm gonna see how far it's in. Let's see. Oh, only 22. Okay, so we can keep going then. I don't want to make these videos too long, but you know, 22 is too short.
Oh, hi there, Artyom.
You enjoy cutting your wood there, Pavel?
Yeah, I'm exercising, as you can see.
Oh, interesting. This car runs off of wood. It's got a log fire engine, which I think is pretty cool.
So it technically runs off bio.
This is Khan.
Hello there, Artyom. I told you we'd meet again. It's a nice base the Rangers got themselves. I
Car.
heard you received no help from Polis. What's your next move? Keeping silent. You're turning into a Ranger.
You haven't seen any
Take a
Star Trek
close
stuff
look
like a
at the
pleb,
road
have you?
follow, Artyom, and be aware of how it might end. You reap what you sow, Artyom. Force answers force. War breeds war, and death only brings death. To break this vicious circle, one must do more than just act without any thought or doubt. Well, Artyom, I've been chatting here for far too long. It's time to go.
So I have reason to believe that Khan is actually God.
Con is what?
That Khan is actually God. I will neither explain or give my reasons
There's
behind
not
it,
much
but
useful
there you
in
go.
here. Just hints at
Sounds
most.
like a
Although it does show the way to D6.
educated assumption.
Well, that's our destination then.
I mean, look at the lad.
Are you ready?
Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
So, how are we
LMB.
faring?
Did you see
Wolfman,
that?
is everything
Turns
ready?
around, they're all there.
Firewood's done.
Vladimir,
The gear's ready.
you guys,
Ready.
saddle up then. По коням.
Bakunya. So, I doubt you've watched any of the Metro things, so I doubt you understand what's truly going on, but Artyom's just like he's basically, when the nuclear bombs fell, that's why everything's irradiated and whatnot, and they live in the Metros. He was a baby, he was taken in by like some Soviet officer or whatnot as like the very last person to enter the Metro, before it was sealed and all the people outside got, you know, killed by the nuke. And so that's kind of his stepfather, I guess. As of now, he was raised by that guy. And then 20 years later, Artyom's now 20. His home station is being threatened by those Dark One dudes who, imagine like if your neck and your head were one thing, right?
Yeah, they are
So-
one thing.
No. So like, have you ever seen those people with the really fat necks? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of look like that, and they're taller than humans, and they got like weird mind powers.
It's the
They're
old church
mind
dungeon.
flares, but except no tentacles.
Yeah, basically. I guess I don't really know what mind flare is, but sure.
Dark tunnel, wheel rattle, and the smell of death.
So mind flares look like the
That's
main
how our
enemy
journey
type
to
thing in
D6
Baldur's
began.
Gate 3.
But our goal seemed closer now.
Anyway, so basically, a friend of his stepfather, who is a ranger of Polis,
According to the map, there are
was just
several
kind of
ways
telling him
reaching
about it.
D6.
He was like, if I don't come back by the morning, because I'm gonna go investigate these dark ones or whatnot, then you need to get to Polis, because otherwise your station's doomed.
There was an explosion.
There it is, Alex.
Can I make Ranger of Polis my next like band name?
Honestly, that might not be a bad idea.
Rangers of Polis.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The bees, they're Vietnamese.
Alex, do you see that? That down there.
The flamethrower?
Yes, I've been waiting for so long.
Vladimir lost all his family in the tunnels. He doesn't remember.
Why are you
anything.
hanging outside the train?
I'm not.
It really seems that way.
Pavel, help me. Pavel.
Oh, what's wrong with you now?
This just happens every so often to RTM. Hello?
Alright.
Ooh.
And now we're in Nisekai.
Hello?
Walk on, walk off.
Friend? That's a dark one, by the way.
So is your mother like a dark one or something?
No, these are dark ones.
Artyom!
Oh, so Slenderman.
Artyom!
Yeah, but they got snouts.
Wake up, Artyom, wake up!
Cut that light off.
Put the light away, you're blinded.
Oh, look at what year is this made? 2014?
I thought it was 2015.
2012.
I could be very wrong.
Great, stop here.
I'd be impressed if these graphics are from 2012.
Check,
To
look
be
it up.
honest.
I don't remember when Metro. Well, okay. To be fair, this is the Redux, which means it was 2016, I think. So it's remade.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
originally, I think it was like 2020.
I mean, yeah, because when I
Though
looked
the
at that
graphics
face,
haven't
I was like,
the graphics haven't changed that severe.
I was like, the face definitely looks old,
Artyom, you stay
but
and cover up
like
next.
the lighting is pretty dynamic for 2012.
I better get to keep this.
Everything's pretty shiny in the lighting. I was like, there's no, yeah, it makes sense.
I demand I get to keep
First,
this.
we let the wires down on my mark, we throw the switches.
Something's out there. Something's closing in.
Ignore it.
Is that?
There it is. They're dogs. Don't kill them.
No, those are the Watchmen. The Watchmen are the dog ones.
They're puppies.
No, these are the rat. Look at that. That's a rat person.
That's a puppy.
Or a mole person, perhaps.
It's a puppy.
No, that's the Watchman.
Are you zapping them?
Why are you not dead?
Oh,
Why
Oof.
did that one want to die? What in the world?
oof.
Okay, I guess I'm picking up my... Let me get my shotgun.
Ignore it.
Uh oh, that's not good.
The Nosalises! Fire!
That flamethrower seems way better than that. There you go. Why are they dying so quick into the fire?
I don't know. Fire just kills them. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it worked.
Yeah, that actually worked out super well. You created.
You can't touch me, and I am the only one who can die here. Little did you know that I am the only one here who can actually die.
It's closing in!
What studio makes this game?
Hurry up! It's really close now! Damn you!
Alex is coming.
Hurry up or we're fucking dead!
Alex.
The gate's
That
Alex.
train?
Alex. No, it's the anomaly. It knows.
The anomaly.
It knows. It knows. It knows.
And which studio makes this game?
I think it's Deep Silver. Remember the same ones who did Dying Light, what's it called? The Dead Island games.
Okay, let's get ourselves together.
They like their weapon customization, don't they?
Oh yeah.
This is the door leading to this.
What's that?
Oh yeah, that system that Lamb was talking about last night, that seems pretty interesting. I never heard of that one.
Well, rest
That'd
in
be
peace, Helsing.
fucking-
Sorry, not Helsing, that's a Hell's Breath.
Oh, you can't just take it with you?
Well, I only get 2 guns. I'm keeping that, but I'm keeping the flamethrower and the shotgun. But that means I'm getting rid of the
We've broken
shotgun.
through.
I
Let's do
certainly
this
remember
fast
the
and
shotgun
smooth.
being
Rollman,
way
you're in
better.
charge of the
Sorry, not
assault
the
team.
shotgun.
Boris and Stepan, you cover the comedian. Artyom, Vladimir, stay close to me. Okay, ребята, let's do it.
Hey, where's the hurry, Colonel? How about sitting down and having a smoke? We're way too nervous.
So
It's no rest for the wicked, as you know. Twilight, my souls, great deeds await.
Great deeds? Somehow I'm not too enthusiastic about leaving my mark in history.
So these are the spiders, by the way.
It's like they're orb weavers.
They're spider crabs, I think is what they're called.
Oh, they look like orb weavers.
Wait till you see the giant ones.
Spiders don't freak me out. I always wanted a tarantula.
Whoops.
Here's the first challenge. Artyom, flip those breakers.
Now that's a funny looking thing. It's a pity it's broken.
What I'm looking for is I'm looking to see if I can't find that key to the box we saw. Why am I even using?
Artyom! Artyom, you alright?
No. Oh, I found it. It's probably the breaker switch. So let's. Hey, look at that! It's a fancy gun. Ooh, look, ammo.
God,
glad
I
got my flamethrower.
hate. I hate / love that feeling when you're falling asleep and it feels like you hit the ground. Not the pain of it, but it feels like you're falling.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Yeah, I was like, I
I don't see
love
why
it and I
anyone
hate
dislikes
it.
that.
Well, it startles me awake when I start to fall asleep, and then I usually tends to fall asleep.
Whoa.
That's the part I hate about it, but the feeling itself is actually pretty fun.
Huh? No, I never snap awake from it. It just like, it's. I actually
What?
aim for that to fall asleep. I let myself fall into the. I literally let myself fall to sleep.
Oh, it startles me awake for sure.
Well, it's because I know that I'm not actually falling.
Oh, my muscles just fucking spasm. Like, startles me awake.
Mind over muscle. Yeah, Lord. I get to do the honors? Okay, I'll open the door, guys.
Well done, Artyom. You just earned yourself a medal. Barman, check the pool.
Oh no, I
You
ain't
just earned yourself a medal for opening a door.
shit.
What's your language, soldier?
It's not language, it's shit. Literally, I stepped in it. Well, that's a great sign.
It's not a sign, it's an omen. If there is shit, then something left in you.
Just jumped over your head.
Kill it.
I like how they're not responding. Yeah, there you go.
Look here, offense is the best defense. Vladimir, stay with
They're
that
just
too.
not
You
responding.
both stay back. Okay, let's go.
No, I refuse.
Cool.
It stinks so much, I lost the sense of smell.
Well, I wish you lose the bad jokes, please.
I don't know why we're getting mad at Ullman. He's just trying to keep the movie. But yeah, the Hell's Breath, the thing he's using right now, I distinctively remember it being a much better gun that you could one-shot librarians with a headshot. However, that is no longer the case, it would seem.
To hell with you, man. Another comedian. Stop laughing, Glenn.
One concerning thing I have is I hope they don't cancel the internship.
Well, it's in the
Or
US,
maybe-
so I think it's...
Right, or maybe alter it to make it like just one area, especially since most of it is in that New York / Canada part.
Yeah, the Canada part might be canceled.
And I'll be in the middle of. So, considering the fact I'll be in the middle of nowhere, and each person, I'll probably need to take like tests for the disease. But when it's clear, we're only gonna be with each other. We're having no outside contact, so.
Shut up. We're gonna make it.
To the left!
I'm gonna die! No! They touched me.
Oh, shut up. We're gonna make it.
Listen, I may not be able to see where I'm shooting when I'm using this thing in NVGs, but at least I could see everything else, right?
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Protect me! I'm the only one here who's not a trained soldier.
Is there a Total War Hammer 2 mod that just makes it Lord of the Rings?
There is a Lord of the Rings Metal Blade Warband mod.
Take a look what's behind
It's
the
called,
wall.
I think it's called like Last of the Third Era or something like that. Or is it called
Age of
Ishmala?
Men. What'd you just call me?
This is a boot. Those fuckers are like going at it. Kick its ass. Get him!
Boris, my friend, why? Stepan, that's enough. You can't help him, Stepan. Let's go. What suki? Boris, I swear on your memory, they won't rest while I'm alive.
So,
Blue
didn't
gun.
mention, but
Sneaky blacky.
effectively, Boris just like, I guess they've got like more or less suicide vests on, so that way if they get grabbed by Nasalises, they don't get eaten alive.
Okay, go for it.
But I don't think that was necessary for him to pull it there, given, I mean, most of us are right here. Worst case scenario, I feel like he could
Just
have
a little more.
held the Nasalis off long enough for even Artyom to stand up and help. You know.
It's open.
Gas masks on.
Everyone else has these cool helmets. Except for Vladimir. Vladimir's got that hat. No, screw you guys. This loot belongs to me.
I always get the most interesting jobs, don't I?
Hey, how come we haven't tried Hunt yet?
All clear. Let's move.
That's the like the 3v4 thing, right? Or is that the just it's
Yeah,
two
it's like you
hunters
go
going
around
against
like
each other.
yeah.
I mean, no one's been.
Well, it's like the PvP and
Oh, come on. I don't want to do that. See, the only downside of this gun is when you have the full auto thing, if you hit right click by accident, you use like 5 shells.
it has really good reviews.
Let's see. Oh, I've got 18 left. I love how I saved up like a decent amount of money to be able to buy this thing, because I forgot that you buy this thing. Catch! No! Accept your fate while I walk in Flamen.
is the door leading to D6! Are we there? Looks like it. Short! It's locked! I'm not surprised. What's up with that? Looks like a blast door. Okay, go for it. Got it!
Artyom, take a look at that room.
Okay. Hello?
Artyom, are you okay?
No. No,
Great,
I'm
we'll
not.
try to reach you. Meanwhile, look for an exit. Good
Oh
luck.
dear. Alex, I foretold about this part.
Blicky Blacky.
I foretold.
Just Blicky Blacky though.
I don't think you understand.
Blicky Blocky. Blicky Blocky.
Where's my fucking... Oh boy.
You fucking? Blicky, blicky, block, blicky, blooky, blicky, blacky, blacky, blicky, bleak, blicky, bleak, 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 black, bleak, 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 blacky, blacky, bleaky, bleak, blacky, bleak, bleaky, black, bleak, bleak, black, bleak, bleaky, blacky. Here's a good question though. Do I want to bring down my computer if I'm just gonna be playing Fallen Order on my desk computer?
Well, the question is whether or not you plan to, like, only play that or not. Because, I mean, you won't be able to do that when...
Well, yeah, but I'll have to be focused on that game and if I want to finish it.
It's only 20 hours.
Thought it was a little longer than that.
No, 100% is 20 hours. Just playing through the game. No. Like, I went to every single area, found every single item. Crap.
It's so heavy. Oh yeah, my parents are allowing me to pick wherever I want to go for dinner. And I asked if they were serious about the wherever. Because I was like, there's a sushi place I fucking love.
That's nasty.
But my sister and my mom hate sushi, which is why I was asking if I could literally pick wherever. Because it's so damn good, but that they only sell sushi. Well, they sell like a couple other little things, but it's like it's 99% of it is sushi.
Yay, ammo. I think there's a solace in here that like comes to like an understanding with us, if I remember correctly. I could be misremembering, but it's like a pretty
Who's
neat
what's
moment.
it?
An solace.
You're in a solace. So is the entire world like this, or is
Well,
just
the thing
Russia
takes
like
place in
this?
the metro
Yeah, the metro what?
of Moscow.
Right, that's what I figured, considering all the freaking Russian accents. What I'm asking is the entire world like this?
We don't know.
You're telling
It's
me
assumed, but it
no
is not
one
known.
got their hands on a radio controller?
Ah, but you see, I cannot answer that question. But what I can tell you for certain is that no one's been able to contact anyone outside of Moscow. Oh dear.
Yeah, sounds like plot issues. Did you have ammo completely?
Yeah. I think
Lol.
I think I can execute these things if I get them like seizuring.
Can you just punch it? Like I feel like this game should have a knife.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
have a knife. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, just stab it.
Well, yeah, but I gotta get close enough first without it killing me.
Just walk up to him and stab it. It's that simple.
And it killed me. What did I say?
Suck.
The fuck am I?
Sorry to tell you, Buckaroony, but you suck a Rooney.
Because screw this door for no reason in particular.
Yeah, are you even trying to open it first?
Oh no, you can't open them.
What?
You're not supposed to be able to get that close.
So you're gonna die here.
Be like that. If they roll over like that, I can stop.
Roll over, bend over. Oh, I hate. Can we just talk about for a second how bad the new My Hero intro is?
Oh yeah. Yes,
I am not.
I am
a fan.
grateful. The gods of Moscow have decided what I must yabba dabba do.
I feel like you should be conserving that.
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
Back, you little bitch. I seem to have forgotten about this piece. In fact, I don't remember this piece being in the game at all.
Oh, I need to check what time my appointment is on Wednesday. Shouldn't take long. I'm just getting my fucking fingerprint done. Oh yeah, I found like a $500 acoustic guitar for $80 on Craigslist in the Durham area, and I was like, why the fuck is it only $80?
Because when you go to meet them to pick it up, they're gonna steal your foreskin.
No.
There's a lever.
You know, because there was good pictures of it, and I was like, all right, you know, there's obviously wear and tear, but it's still like, you know, it doesn't really matter. Some scratches and a couple little dents aren't a
Hear that
big
shit?
deal. Doesn't affect the sound.
Alex, did you hear that shit?
Artyom, here! Thank God, at least you're alive.
We lost them.
10 a.m. Oh, that's perfectly fine.
A sound from the tunnel.
Yeah, I thought I had scheduled it later for the day. That's perfectly fine then. I have to bring a... What?
What's up? Looks like an automatic system.
I'll check it out.
Ammo? Question mark? I see no ammo.
How far is it from here?
Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, shut up, Vladimir, and get in here.
All clear.
There's no other way. Gotta take it.
Oh, 20 minutes.
So the next station is D6.
That's like 20 minutes away.
We were close to D6 now. It was hard to believe that we'd found a legendary command center. But was it worth so many lives? Soon, we would know the answer.
You'll find that out next time.